He's in the middle of the road at the moment, which isn't very good. I don't like his chances. Put this little guy in here, which is a beautiful place for him. Since landing here in Australia, I've successfully managed to find a lot of the animals I set out to within my budget. This being said, there's always been one species on the list that has managed to evade me. I'm talking of course about the eastern long-necked turtle. You'd be surprised considering I've managed to locate much rarer animals. So why has it been such a struggle? Well, one issue I've found is that unless it's out of the water, it can be quite hard to see anything other than the animal's head. Incredibly, the little guy we found in this video we weren't even looking out for, but instead just so happened to come across, which got me very enthusiastic. Look at this, look what we've found. This is a snake-necked turtle, or a long-necked turtle, and you can see he's hiding away at the moment. And this here is actually his neck. What he does is he puts it sideways, unlike tortoises who bring their necks inwards. He turns his head, and if you look very carefully, you can just see his little face in there. How gorgeous is he? Unfortunately, after the excitement of finding this guy had died down, it soon became worrying about where he might have come from. So we're going to give this guy a little bit of a hand, because as you can see, he's in the middle of the road at the moment, which isn't very good. I don't like his chances, and we think he might have come from a little dam in an alpaca enclosure right next to us, and of course he's not going to do very well there. So we're going to find a nice safe place for him to go. Come on, buddy. So luckily, a woman on this street has this great dam in her garden, and apparently when she finds turtles, she sometimes puts them in here. So luckily she's agreed to let us put this little guy in here, which is a beautiful place for him. When these guys are scared or nervous, they let out a bit of an odour. It's called a stink, and you can really smell it. He obviously doesn't like us. It's a very pungent smell. Cheers for that, buddy. I don't know if anyone watching has ever done a turtle release before, but I've done a few now, and I can assure you it's certainly not the fastest moving activity. With all jokes aside, it's always tricky knowing what the right thing to do is when moving an animal. Echidnas, for example, often die when moved because they become disorientated. For a lot of species, it's best to give them their space and let them do their own thing. But with our little friend here, it was obvious that the best thing to do for his safety was to put him in a nice new home.